Well, hello, I'm Cliff Hall. Let me introduce the space-saving folding step. So you need something to get up onto your high bed at the back of your RV or campervan or motorhome. This is a 1.1 meter high bed and you need some sort of a step unless you're very young and bouncy. But then that step gets in the way, doesn't it? Where do you put it? Folds back against the wall. Very slimline, compact, space saving. Let's go through that in slow motion. Drops down. It is self-supporting, so it's not reliant on how firmly it's attached to the wall. The load goes down to the floor. Coming down at night when you're half asleep, you slide down so your foot feels the step, and then you can just drop down and find your way to the restroom, as they say in America. So let's have a close-up look at it. So it's just a hinged box, a parallelogram. Is that a pantograph mechanism? And I've got a little catch here. And it takes up about 3 centimeters or 1.5 inches if you're looking at this in the US of A. So very simple but effective. I was trying to think of this design for many days because I was tired of stools and ladders and so on, and I started looking on the internet and I found a very similar design from a canny Scot called Dave Shannon. Thank you, Dave, for putting that video up. Essentially it's the same as, so he gets full credit for it. He had a double step, and if you've got a higher height or you're less mobile, you might want a double step as well. Have a look on the search and you'll find his YouTube video. If you put in something like folding side step for campervan or motorhome, you'll find his video. And so I just took that design, just changed it slightly to suit this application, put a different locking mechanism on it. So I'm putting this video out there for you guys that have had a similar dilemma to me. You want a space-saving folding step that helps you get up and down that tall rear bed. So what really appealed to me about Dave Shannon's design is that it is self-supporting. It's not reliant on its strength of attachment to the wall. The vertical panels go all the way to the floor. So the top load-bearing panel is effectively sitting on the floor. The only attachment to the wall is just to hold it approximately in position. And so that is what I really wanted. You know, if you have a hinging step that hinges out from the wall, you have to have a very strong wall. You really need a steel wall or a heavy wooden framed wall with big bolts and big brackets, because you have to be able to take over 100 kilos of force, and there's not many campervans and motorhomes that have a convenient steel or heavy wooden framed wall in the position that you need it to be in. This is a typical light, probably plywood or MDF wall about 1/2 inch thick, and it just would not take the weight of 100 kilos counter-levered off it. So I love this design because it transfers the load through to the floor. This vertical piece touches on the floor. This vertical piece doesn't touch on the floor, but the hinges transfer the load through to the base. The hinges are fairly highly stressed, and so there's 2 strong butt hinges on each corner, and they're screwed in with epoxy screws so that the whole thing has long-term durability. If you'd like one of these folding steps in your motorhome, have a look at the adjoining video that will give all of the technical details. Now, if that's not your thing, you might have a family member or friend who could build it for you. Send him a link to the video, or if not, have a look at a local cabinet making or joinery shop. Send them a link, send them the video link and a little message. what would you charge to build this for me? And let them do all the hard work for you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think of this design.